Instacart and mental health. I'm going to tell you how Instacart has affected my mental health, and then you tell me how it's affected your mental health. And together, we can fight mental health. Let's go! Instacart and how it's affected my mental health. First of all, it's like Instacart and my mental health. In the beginning, when I first did Instacart, like my very first order, I'm not going to lie, I cried. This was back in 2019. I did a Safeway order, and I think it had like 31 items, and I don't know, maybe $18 was the pay, but I was coming off of DoorDash and Grubhub, and so $18 for any order to me was just great. And after the first order, I really didn't even want to continue, but I saw another order like in the 40s, and I was like, whoa, they paid this high? So I had to continue, and I got locked in. So back then, my mental health from Instacart was amazing, because I started maybe a couple months, maybe 6 months before COVID hit. So I had already known the app when COVID hit. It was so amazing for my mental health when COVID hit. I was just making so much money, buying everything, going on vacations, buying clothes and just jewelry, everything I wanted. Then when it started to slow down is when it started affecting my mental health. Like, seriously. Because if you depend on Instacart as a full-time income, and then you start seeing no batches for 30 minutes, and then like time keeps going, then you start to panic, because you're like, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna make any more money. Like, I'm done. I'm a bum now. Like, what am I gonna do? It starts affecting your mental health. You feel like every time that you do a batch, you have to just save that. You want to have a certain amount in your savings, and you just feel like this could be my last batch. You could get deactivated at any time, which also plays an effect on your mental health. We have customers reporting missing items, damaged items, lying about both, reporting missing orders. That affects my mental health. And if you want 6 free stocks, Webull is going to give you 6 free stocks. You just got to click my link in the description box below. Webull will give you 6 free stocks. So it helps me out. It helps the channel out. Webull loves it when you click my link and you use it. And you have to deposit that penny to help me out. You got to click my link, make an account, and deposit 1 penny, and you'll get a guaranteed $34. You can even cash out after you deposit that penny and get your 6 free stocks. That's the way to start right there with your mental health, is by getting $34 in free stocks. Also, difficult customers while you're trying to shop, always messaging you, having you replace this, get that, and then we're consistently we know our rating is in the back of our head, so we're trying to get the best item for the customer and stuff like that. Like Instacart, they banned me from 3 stores, Safeway, Costco, Smart and Final. So it's now I have to find another way to make money. That played on my mental health, because now I have to drive further, and I can't even work in the town that I live in because I'm banned from 3 stores. And it just sucks. Instacart's gonna always give the customer the benefit of the doubt, and we as shoppers have to complain to them and tell them what's going on. Really, it's not good, because it makes me sad. I've literally cried sometimes on Instacart when I see no batches. I've cried. I've gone to the chat and complained to them so many times. If I ask the chat how many times I've messaged them, it's probably in the thousands. I'll complain until I get my way, and they're usually pretty good at giving me what I want, which is good, but we shouldn't have to do that, and that plays a big role on my mental health. I've gone home some days where I see no batches, or I've missed a batch, I've missed a $50 batch or a $70 batch, and I was just like, you know what, I'm done. I'm done for the day. I can't handle this. Go do something else, or, go hang out with a friend or something like that. Have any of the reasons that I listed affected you and your mental health? Because some days, we got to a point where we're making a lot of money, but then it took us to where we were spending beyond our means, and we had to keep making X amount of dollars every single day to keep our lifestyles up, which affected me, because it's the pressure to keep making the same amount of money, but the batches are declining, and then you have to spend more mileage on batches, and there's new shoppers, there's less orders, and it's just it's pretty crazy. So just thinking back on it, Instacart, like while you're doing it, you don't really notice, but it's hard work. Especially I was hitting Costco every single day, just working all day long, 12, 13, 14-hour shifts. But it's like for the time being, like while you're doing Instacart, it's pretty much torture. System updates, low batch pay, all those things affect my mental health when I do Instacart. Now that I don't do it, like when you don't do it, it's great. Like your mental health is great. But then you still have those days where you think about Instacart and you remember, like I've gotten hurt on the job, I've gotten cut like by boxes, like dogs come up to you and like jump on you and stuff like that. It's a lot. We got to do a lot for Instacart. Like they really need to pay us more. I bet maybe even in the future it's gonna say like if you work for Instacart, we owe you compensation, you know, because we've just been working our asses off for pennies. When you get out, your mental health will get better. While you're in, I swear your mental health goes down. What do you think? Tell me how it's affected your mental health. It's good though. The money was good. Was it worth it? Yes, it was. Was the mental health worth the money? Yes. The money is enough for me to be able to torture myself while I'm doing it. What about you? Alright, let me know in the comments below. You have to save your money in order to advance in life. The wave with Instacart, it's not what it used to be. The wave with Instacart is ending. And that's also like, if you're currently right now in 2022, like depending on Instacart to make you full-time money, like you have to diversify to the other apps at this point. Even with the other apps like DoorDash and stuff like that, you can't even get into DoorDash unless it's red. It's definitely a mental, it's a mental warfare. Like if you want to go out there and make the money, you will make it. But you'll also like, me and my boy, when I was doing Instacart and we would talk about it, if it was slow for us, we'd both be going through it like, oh my God, I need money. He'd be like, I need like $500 today. I'm like, man, I'm trying to make 200. I'm trying to make 300. It just sucks because you think that like the money that you're getting from COVID is going to last forever. Like I knew it wasn't. I was like, oh, this is a wave. This is all hype. You know, let me capitalize. It's just tough. Like it's hard to maintain a lifestyle when you do gig work, but the gig work slows down. You're chasing something that's not there if you need to make a certain amount of money and Instacart's not doing that for you or me. Man, Instacart's tough. I would say if you're starting out right now, it is mental warfare. And like, it's not fair if you're starting Instacart right now at all. Because you're jumping into like low batch pay, high mileage, saturated stores. They kind of don't want you to win with just Instacart. You got to do other things to make it, but it sucks. You know, it might come back when school comes around and stuff like that. It might get busy again. But if you have other sources of income, please, please, please invest. When I did the $200 challenge, I was out there for 15 days and it was just torture. It was literally torture. It shouldn't be torture to make that type of money, but it is. Stay positive, keep grinding, keep making money. I never asked for a like, I never asked for a subscriber, but I'm asking you to click the link in the description box below and get your 6 free stocks from Webull. Stay grinding, stay making that money, stay positive. All right, thanks for watching. Take care. I will see you in the next video. It's KK Bird.